Okay, Monday morning in the kingdom, and I have no idea what the temperature is. I slept too much yesterday and last night. I slept 5 hours straight through. Yes. Anything after 2 hours, just call the coroner. Yes, because I should be up and moving around, but 5 hours non-stop. And I woke up and the bed wasn't wet. That was a good sign, too, at my age. Unreal. So now I'm dragging my ass because I slept too much. Isn't that unreal? Just like a teenager. That's all they did was sleep. Yes. All right, so I have no idea what the temperature is. The sun feels warm. Yes, it feels warm right there. All right, let's scroll this way. I'm so unprepared today. Oh, wait, everybody's still evacuated. Life hasn't returned to normal yet. Unreal. We still have everything packed as if we're going to leave on 10 minutes notice like we did the other 2 times. There are 4 times to go car camping. All right, no idea what we're going to do. Where's the sun? Sun is over here somewhere. Yes, the month of June. It's so nice out here. It's calm, it's quiet, and you can hear everything. Unreal. We don't hear any helicopters or forest firefighter guys or anything yet. Maybe they're sleeping in too, like me. All right. Oh, I got the burps. That peanut butter was extra thick on the toast this morning. All right, there we are. 1 rotation. We're back where we started. And it was a good Father's Day yesterday. The meal was good. Maybe that's why I slept too much. It was such a good meal. All right, so we got to get to work. Here comes the boss.
Monday morning in WHO-ville. It's just after 9 a.m. and I finished doing my hotspot checks around the kingdom. I did not see or smell anything, which is good. My dad and I are going to head up and get some fuel here at 10 a.m. once he's done with his morning routine. I also seen that the hydro guys are working on the corner that goes down to the kingdom where the telephone line got burnt in the wintertime by that car fire. They are in that corner working on the hydro line, so my dad should have hydro within the next couple days. Forgot to mention in my last video, there is no burnt wires or anything going to the kingdom. Hydro is just going to do a brush cut and make sure that the lines are still in working order, do a little service and stuff before they turn my dad's power on. That's why they haven't turned it back on. They have to go in there and cut down some trees. 10 a.m. and I'm just waiting for my dad to bring the 39. That way we can fill up the slip tanks and all the jerry cans, plus top up the quad as well. It is pretty nice out here right now, so I think this morning, before it gets too nice this afternoon, I am going to plant the last of my garden. They have been dying in the house, and that's the last thing I want, so I'm going to get them in the ground, so hopefully they have a chance. Just after 10 a.m. and this is how much everything costs. We have 2 receipts here. We filled up all the jerry cans, the quad, and the slip tank. We were going to get diesel, but as you can see, the diesel pump is off, so that means the diesel's not working, which isn't good. Luckily, we still have the 1 slip tank full of diesel. Now let's head over to the kingdom and put everything away.
Okay, look at the way the flags are flying that way, and the fire's on the other side of the road, or the flare-ups. The staff notified the DNR people, so that's not good. So if it gets hot and heavy over there across the road, it could be in the kingdom. All right, so we went into WHO-ville. I didn't wave at anybody because, how would you say, they're rude to us. We don't get a free meal for fighting the fire, so why would I wave at them? Yes, I am the Grinch. I live outside of WHO-ville because they hate me. All right, so we're filling up the tank, and the diesel pump doesn't work, which is good because I noticed this is all wet. So you start wiggling it around, and the lame-ass, cheap-ass hose just broke. Can we see that, Les Netzman? Just broke. Unreal. The modern technology or the modern products of today, unreal. The hose from the 1970s will still be here and gone there and going. But no, this is the new world where quality means nothing. And over here, we can hear the sweet sounds of the chainsaws because the hydro crew is in the bush over by the road and trimming up the trees at the contractor. Yes, the lowball contractor back in October didn't trim the trees. They cut this one, they cut that one, and that was about it, and then they left. And I don't know how these guys conduct a business, but they're lowballers. So now the hydro crew is in there trimming the trees up so they can turn the power back on to the kingdom. Oh my. Okay, the joys of sweet sounds of chainsaws. I love that sound because I know they're going to clean the power line so the trees will not take it out. Yes, and that lowball contractor should be made to drive all the way back up here to finish the project. So of course I took the hose off and somehow I got covered in diesel fuel. I don't know how I did it, so the t-shirt's over there soaking the diesel fuel out of it. All right, so this hose is kind of toast. It should be an Arctic hose, good for cold climate, and we don't have another one like that. But when you buy these pump kits, they come with all these big nozzles and everything like that. And we know this nozzle will not work when it's cold because it has to have fuel or something. The trigger will always click out or whatever. Oh, I got the burps. That's why we like these cheap, simple thingy-me-bobs. Yes, they work. Yeah. Pull the trigger, the fuel comes out, very simple, and then we'll jam a rock or whatever in here to lock it. We know these things don't work right from day one. And also too, we marked on this in July 2018, that's 7 years ago, and it was too big. So we're gonna have to take that nozzle off, put that nozzle on, put this hose on, and accept the fact. Yes, we even got the reducer thingy-me-bob here. All right, so it's a little simple project on a Monday after the weekend. Yes, Father's Day weekend. I'm still recovering because I slept too much. Okay, on the original hose, I think we get to cut the end off and get a new 3/4 inch pipe thread. Then I would say hose crimped on, because most likely a good hydraulic hose crimper, whatever hydraulic hose thing would work there. So it's an easy fix. Just have to haul it down south and get it repaired. And this one here we'll toss in the shed for another 7 years to wait until we need it. That's the last resort. And then over here, I don't know, there we go. And look at how long that hose is and how big it is. It's probably going to take a half a tank of fuel to fill this hose. Unreal. But it's either that or nothing. But you also remember, why did the hose quit now when we're evacuated? We're in high alert because of the XY forest fire. But that's okay. We have the tools, we have the technology, and we never throw anything away because we'll make it work. All right, let's go burn some lunch in the microwave.
10:30, we made it back to the kingdom. On the way back, I noticed there was a flare-up on that side of the road over by the WHO-ville sign, and that area where it's all burnt and stuff, there's a little flare-up, so I went back to go let DNR know. They are happy that I told them, and they are sending people over there to go deal with it. If it was on this side of the road, we would have headed out with the cat and stuff and done it ourselves, but they never asked us to go onto that side of the road, so we're letting them handle it. Now I'm going to plant the last bit of my garden here. As you can see, a lot has died off, but there was nothing I could do about it. We were fighting fires and moving around a lot. Last thing that was on my mind was my poor garden, but hopefully I can save a few things. 11 a.m. and I just finished planting the last of my garden. Not much survived, as you can see here, but there is a lot of radishes and a few other things, so hopefully they survive. I made sure to mark everything and take pictures of it. Now let's head on back into WHO-ville. I will do another hotspot check because it's getting pretty warm out here and windy, and then I can head back and make lunch. 12 p.m. and I just got back from the kingdom. I did a nice hotspot check. I looked everywhere. I did not see anything. The little flare-up that I seen up on the highway there, they were already on it and getting it put out, which is good. I went to the store, was going to go grab lunch, and I noticed they had Smokies that were dated for 2 days ago, which isn't bad. So they were 50% off. Instead of spending $75 for 8, I only spent $35. Now let's make lunch. 2 p.m. and I just got back to the kingdom doing my hotspot checks. I don't see or smell anything, which is good, but I'll be keeping a close eye on the yard. My dad asked me to bring the portable air compressor so I can fill up the one quad tire here. This tire likes to go flat. I will check the other ones just to make sure. It's easier for me to bring this than it is for my dad to string the hose out. Airing up the tires on the quad, I was able to get 20 pounds in the one tire, long as it's up enough. We can always top it up later on. I'm still learning how to use the portable air compressor, so now I'm doing the other front tire as well. I'll pan over here and show you guys that it is windy out here today. And of course the wind is coming straight towards the kingdom here, so we are keeping a close eye on this side and everywhere over here because you never know, anything could happen, and the last thing we want is to lose the kingdom or evacuate again. There is a helicopter out flying around as well, so they are monitoring stuff. Right when I said the helicopter is out flying around, he came in, looped around to see what we're doing and check for hot spots, and he went back that way. I think that is the helicopter that has the radar on it to see for hot spots. Oh, he's doing another lap. At least they are watching. If there is anything in the bush that we miss, this helicopter will point it out and they'll send someone over to go put out the fire. Yeah, he's really circling. That helicopter did 3 laps around the kingdom, even went to check down by the muskeg, then he looped around, turned, and started heading back over that way. So at least they are out with their infrared and the radars and stuff like that, checking for hot spots. It was kind of strange that he flew over this area 3 times, so I will be heading over there to go check it out. Maybe they seen something I didn't.
Okay, 3 o'clock coffee in the kingdom. Yes, we can have a coffee. Ah, man, it's too hot out here. Let's have a 7-Up with no vodka. All right, so we greased all the undercarriage. Greased on all 3 cats. We got it done. We had to change out the grease nipples down here on the bushings or whatever, the track arms. And we're having fun. Yes, we're keeping ourselves amused. But also, too, we're watching what's happening. We see white puffy clouds just above the trees there. That's the forest fire coming right at us. So that means we have to pack up and get out of here for a night of car camping. Yes, this is unreal. Fire up the sprinklers, hope for the best one more time, and leave. This is so stressful. I wish I could have a vodka and watch a movie with boobies, but this is too stressful. Oh well, let's go have a 7-Up and check the fire maps and everything like that and see what the staff knows about what's going across the road. Oh, these lips. Okay, after coffee in the kingdom, and I got thinking, we got these 3 cats in front of the shop here. They're greased, and we're checking the final drive oils over here and over there. So we've got 2 more cats that we haven't serviced because we did all the little ones except for 2. All right, let's walk over where the other 2 are. Okay, we're over here, and the little TD6 with the gas motor known as Laverne got serviced in the fall there, the winter time, so we know he's good, but we're going to service him again, check him over, give him some grease and give him some love. And the famous black cat got serviced in the fall when the snow came. But also too, this one generates oil. Yes, we'll walk by here. Okay, this thing generates water in the oil, and that's because of this final drive. It leaks up in here somewhere, probably on the seam or whatever, but that's no big problem. Just drain the oils out, or the watery oil, and put fresh stuff in. And don't take the cat swimming. Yes, we've taken this one swimming 18 times and it served us well. So let's get this thing oil changed out in the final drive, and then we can give these 2 a grease, and then maybe we're done for the day. But no, the boss will find more for us to do. He's such an asshole. Okay, no idea what time it is, but I walk back and forth, but I got these 2 serviced, greased and everything. I'm so happy and everything. And the fire seems to be calm over there. Don't see much action or excitement, but just wait till this evening. The staff will check it out to see how bad it is over there. And look at the flags, they're looking good, but they're blowing in the wrong direction to bring the fire to the kingdom. Oh well.
4 p.m. and I just got back from the kingdom. I did a thorough check throughout that whole bush around the yard and a few other places. I did not see or smell anything, which is good, but I will be going back at 6 p.m. to do another check. Now let's head inside and let the dogs out. Then I can charge up that electric air compressor so I can put some air in the tires on the 69 here.
Okay, I'll stand over here, and we got these TD9s all serviced. So we did 4 TD9s and 1 TD6 with a gas motor, so I'm very proud. Grease and grease and grease, climb up and down, grease and climb up and down. Oh my. And look at the flags over there. It's kind of a tangled mess, but that's okay. Now we have to run the welder in the welding sleigh with the doors open because it gets pretty warm in there. It was set up for winter use only, not for a month in June or whatever. All right, look at those clear skies. And we still got the fires. Oh, well. The clear skies is a false impression, just like cleavage. Yes, a push-up bra. Yes, you think you're getting lots, but you don't. Just like a bag of potato chips. All right, look at the flags. Let's go walk the dogs. Have a 7-Up. My life is so boring right now. Yes, the 7-Up is going to taste so good right now. And we'll fire up the welder so we can get a video made and released up on YouTube. All right, we'll talk to you later.